Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in today. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do now because we got a lot of really cool things going on. And one is we're giving a microphone away, a Shure microphone each month, and you don't want to miss out. So hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, man, and make comments as to why you like Shure microphones to be entered in the contest each month. It's easy as that, dude. But today I want to talk about my Tone Beast microphone preamplifier. Let me turn this around right, y'all. So this is the TB12 Tone Beast. And I wanted to tell you something that's really imperative in every studio is you got to have a great microphone preamp. And I was a little skeptical about this microphone preamp actually when I first bought it because I wasn't for sure if it was going to be everything everybody's been saying it was. But man, I got to tell you, with this preamp, I mean, you're able to dial in all kind of different settings on this. It actually has two different. Cinemag transformers in it, man, that you can just dial up anything. It's actually like it reminds me of being in an ice cream store and with all the different flavors and not knowing which one to choose from, but all of them are good. And it's kind of like, I mean, dude, for the money, you can't beat this. I'm going to put a link down there below. You can just click on it and go right to it without having to chase it around town. But I love this microphone preamp, man. I did my first track on it was Next to Me, a little video I did here in the studio, and man, I couldn't believe the sound that I was getting with this mic uh, dialed in. And I got to tell you, it's got different settings. I'm gonna show you some. I'm not gonna go over all the specs. You can do all that research yourself, but I want to show you something on the back here. This is the box that they send it to you in. And let me see if I can get it up here where the English is, where you can read this. Or maybe not. But they talk about it's got 71 dB of gain. So you got plenty enough gain to actually run your ribbon microphones on it as well. And man, I got to tell you, I fell in love with this, man. I fell in love with this mic pre. And for under $600, I really don't think there's another microphone preamp out there that's as clean or as gritty as you dial in it to be. With all the settings on here, it's got a nickel setting. It's got just different settings you can dial in with it, man. And that's just the cool thing about it. The only thing close to this microphone preamp with all the different settings that you can get is Distressor makes a compressor. It's a Distressor. And when I had that Distressor in my studio, it was probably by far the best compressor I've ever used on anything because with one piece of gear, it just mimics so many different compressors out there. And I actually sold that a few years back, and I definitely regret it. And I need to get another compressor by Distressor in my studio because I want to link actually this preamp up to the Distressor. So then I've got all my different variations of tone with the Cinemag transfer. And by the way, it has two different Cinemag transformers in here. So, um, man, if you want something super, super clean or you want something really kind of gritty and nasty, you can get the two. And but the same thing with the Distressor, the compressor, man. I love that compressor. I was able to mimic the 1176, the DBX model compressors with that Distressor. And I want to tell you something about that Distressor is whenever I would plug my microphone and preamp into it, man, I was able just to dial in anything. And depending on how much compression or what type of song that I was recording, whether it was a rock song or a ballad or whatever, I was able to dial in way ahead of time as to how I wanted the voice to sit in the mix. If I wanted to, just to be squashed and hammered, I was able to do that. Or if I wanted to have a little more dynamics, I was able to do that. Everything that I put through it, y'all, just sounded amazing. So I'm gonna get one of those and back in my studio because I loved it, and just had some great results with that Distressor. Same thing here with this TB12. I've had this unit for a year now, and you can see it sitting back there. I've actually got the TB12 going through another warm audio piece right here. It's the WA76, and I've got these two matched up, and they sound great together. On the other side, I have the warm audio here. It's the WA73, which is a super clean preamp, and I've got it going to the WA2A. I've had it set like that for a year now, and I've been recording through both. I kind of want to swap it around. I kind of want to put the compressor, the WA2A, after the Tone Beast, and just swap them around and see what happens. But I've had such great results with the Tone Beast and the WA76 linked together that I haven't even changed anything up. But I will say, for the money, man, I don't think there's a microphone preamp out there that's as good as this mic pre. And you got to get it, man. I think every microphone that I put through this baby just sounds sweet. It just smokes, man. And so I really highly suggest this. And like I say, I'm definitely gonna get me a Distressor back in the studio. I actually had the Distressor and the Fatso, and I was going through a move and needed to sell a bunch of stuff and got rid of it, and I regret it, man. But it's still out there, and I can purchase it again. But I'm definitely gonna run the Tone Beast through my Distressor and see what happens, because I like the idea whenever you're in the studio and you got everybody around, you don't have a bunch of time to dial in and see what's best, but you have the options there. And a lot of times, what I'll do is when everybody's setting up and playing, I like to print. I like to get my mix right before I print. And man, it don't take long, man, just to plug it in, find something really super quick with this preamp, and start tracking with it, man. But I highly suggest this preamp. Like I say, I'm gonna put a link down there below. Go out and get you one today, man, so you don't have to chase it around. It'll send you to Amazon, and they'll send it right to your door. I mean, you just can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong without having to chase stuff around town these days, man, or get help with somebody. But I love this microphone preamp. I highly suggest this microphone preamp. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do now, because every month we're giving away that Shure microphone. Last month we gave away the Shure SM57, and this month at the end of the month we're giving away the Shure SM7B. So there's only a day left in putting some comments as to why you like the Shure microphone before we do the drawing. But you got to be subscribed to the channel, and you have to ring that bell to be entered in the contest. So you don't want to miss on that, man. But this is a go-to. This is a go. I'm gonna put the box up here again. This is a go-to mic pre, you guys, that I highly suggest you get, man. You can't go wrong with this microphone preamp. And the only thing that I haven't put this preamp on is a SM58. I put it on a SM57. It smokes, man. It sounds really good on the 57. And I dialed in different variations and used both the Cinematic transformers, and and also they have different capacitors in there too. That so when you switch all these switches around, man, they're running through different capacitors and whatnot to give you that vintage sound. But it's got 48 phantom power on here. It's got a line in. It's got XLR right on the front, which I really like, just plugging it right in the front. You don't have to reach around the back of the unit. But it's got all these really cool settings in here, and depending on how hard you drive the preamp, on the input and output, varies the sound itself. I mean, there's so many different variations you can get out of the sound right here. You can't go wrong, man. This is a must in every studio. I'm gonna get another one of these probably, So I have two, and I want to have one hooked up to my 1176 here. I say 1176, but it's actually the WA76. It mimics 1176. And I want one hooked up to it, and then one hooked up to my Distressor, man. And that way I can have my microphone kicking on it and my acoustic guitar kicking on it, man. So thanks for joining in today. We appreciate it as always here at Trib Studios Audio Master, and we will see you tomorrow.